Hello and welcome back to Resident Evil 6. In the last part, we had engaged this helicopter that is whirring above our heads, but now properly equipped and informed as to the exact button conditions that we must achieve during this rather dastardly take in the movie. We're going to take down this chopper.
Come on, Past Cloud. You were told to use the explosive rounds on the Bear Commander.
But okay,
it looks like
I
you're
got
on the Bear Commander,
check.
but I'm not sure if you're on the explosive rounds.
Check. The explosive round is indicated by the single bullet clip that you have available to you. I believe that is my target over there. I should start aiming for it. Away with you.
That is a small explosive.
That's what she said.
You only have to hit it twice?
Down she goes, after just 2 shots, because I am just that good. I'm Jake.
Hi, Chris.
Come on, let's go. Our orders are to avoid contact with anyone.
Including Chris?
Wesker was my father.
I don't think so.
Especially
Why?
Chris.
No reason. They're just rubbed him the wrong way.
Head
That's an
for
awkward
mission
shortcut.
objective. Well, there was a loading screen. You think this game is
Yeah,
strong
but-
enough to load this entire
But
map?
no, I mean for the game, not for for the game, not for you. We were in an on-fire dystopia, and now we're outside of the combat zone.
Well, of course. Now we have started a new room. If you have been badly needing to take a shit and you realize you had to turn off your Xbox 360, now you can safely save and quit your game, and you will start at the beginning of this area, being ensconced in the map immediately with neat little banter between our two heroes.
So where did those zombies run to?
Wants to blame America for everything. We're not the bad guys.
Over there,
Look, these terrorists.
19 meters away.
Our country too.
So the whole world's going to hell.
Well, yeah, it's Resident Evil.
Well, shit. As long as they
Anybody
know-
home? And Kung Fu break. Next scene. And welcome to the demo of Resident Evil 6.
Everywhere you look, there's more of these assholes. Cops being so popular.
So what was the point of that scene aside from a small amount of patriotism?
Patriotism. Well, we needed something before the demo, of course. See, if you only played the demo for this game, then you would start right here and you would not have seen that little bit of exposition. You have to buy the game. You have to purchase the exposition.
Oh,
Giga monster getting away.
Ouch.
Ow. They fire bullets or something.
they're more or less hardened pellets.
I should bag this up and sell this for cat food. Make millions.
Now, what kind of worm is that?
Oh, it's a big worm. It has a name, of course. It might even have either a Chinese or a Serbian name. Likely a Serbian name because that is where the C virus mutations actually originated. They're called like gazebo and Dravo and stuff like that.
Do you think these people would have been invited into the Garden of Mesopotamia?
Oh, they could have been from there.
We are in China after all. They needed only take a right.
A right and go. Well, from China, it would actually be a left, and like what, two? It's somewhere between like 3,000 and 4,000 miles from there.
Maybe closer to like 6 or 7. This is the extent of my geographical knowledge. Come on, Sherry, you're not really in danger. Quit playing around.
It's good to know that Jake's bullets just go right through Sherry.
Yes, actually. While you cannot hit your partner, if your bullets have piercing, then they'll go through your partner's body and the path to your opponent. We did it.
We kicked a door. Woot.
Smells like death. Just like Adonia.
I've never been to Adonia, Mr.
I
Cloud.
have no idea if Adonia is even a real place. But now, we must fight samurai swords.
They're not samurai swords. Matter of fact, those are clearly machetes.
I guess we are the weeds, and they're trying to clear us out.
Yeah, but most weeds don't come with a magnum pistol.
They don't come with sweet poses. It's beautiful.
So, what is the deal with the calcification of these corpses? Also, why aren't they physical models in places?
Well, as we had discussed in Chapter 2, those are cocoons. They house a metamorphosis process, if you will, and when they hatch, they release pretty butterflies.
So why weren't they hatching when during that segment?
They weren't supposed to. Those were red herrings. Sometimes there will just be red herrings.
Okay.
They are just there to remind you that metamorphosis is a thing. It's an ascension, if you will. We are raising ourselves up the evolutionary chain, climbing the stairs of progress towards a more perfect being.
Acquiring additional skill points that we can't spend.
Woo! And let me say about the demo that although there was not a market for your skill points, there were skill points in the game. I think they should have just fucking let you put skill points on, like, either halfway through your first chapter, but definitely not going through your whole first chapter without skill points, because that fucked with me while I was playing for the first time.
I've taken bigger spells. Of course, I don't have that healing factor of yours.
As far as we've seen. Oh, Sherry, none of the falls in the game can knock the wise ass out of Jake. Wise ass is his only character trait. That and daddy issues.
I was typecasted for this. My last movie I starred in was Asshole 2. It was not a porno, by the way.
I personally don't think that Asshole 2 really explores all that much new territory in comparison to the first one.
I mean, the first one was just crap. I mean, let's just put it that way. It was absolute shit. They wanted to flush the fucking script down after wiping their asses with it. They were assholes.
Okay, I'll grant that Asshole 1 was, not anywhere near as good as I was told. However, I did still enjoy it, so there is that. I did not actually enjoy Asshole 2, though, and mostly because it really did feel mostly like a retread of Asshole 1's plotline.
Well, I mean, dude, when you're this good looking and in this business, you just get the money, man. It's the bottom line. Money's the bottom line. They were gonna pay me. I mean, it was stupid. It was never gonna make any lasting impression upon society, but they just needed somebody who's just goddamn good looking as I am.
Sherry is dying.
Sherry's fine. That just means that there's some interesting stuff going on over there. Health management. Investigating corpses, watching for the lizard. Oh boy. Oh boy. No. Must evade. Bullshit. Gunfire. Whew. Alright, let's take a breather. Holy shit. By the way, you can adjust the number of health tablets you take at a time according to the number of times you press the RB button.
Okay, mostly everything is dead. Can we move on now past Cloud?
Dang it, we're almost at the end of the demo already. That guy's going to mutate. You could tell because he's kind of like leaning forward. Like, I'm trying to crawl, but I don't feel so good, everybody. Yeah, he missed. Good, get the skill points. Get the skill
Okay,
points.
so what was the jump? Oh, so okay.
The lesson is that every time you see one of those particular creatures, they always drop 1,000 skill points. You do not want to, you do not want to pass up on 1,000 skill points. There's an emblem down there. It's a thing. I forgot it was there, or I just destroy it right now. Actually, here you go. Fuck.
Yeah, the cloth is in the way, despite the fact that it is, you know, cloth.
I know, right? I mean, what the fuck are these obstructions made of? Bamboo? Ooh, I have a I have a fucking 50 cal, motherfucker. Stranger.
What you need that for? Going hunting an elephant? Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, actually, we're mostly hunting insects,
I mean,
but you
yeah,
know,
I mean,
elephants
elephant
are on the table,
It's-
so to
I mean,
speak.
they must have called it elephant killer for a reason. Yeah, that's not an elephant right there, but I mean, if it wore a costume, I bet it would make some really neat sound effects.
So why does he have a fiery chainsaw grafted onto his arm?
That's a very good question. The next question is, how the fuck are we gonna get out of this one?
You'll be ripped to shreds!
Yeah, thanks. I know what a chainsaw can do.
Yes, thank you for clarifying that is a chainsaw. Though I am incredulous as to how one grows on a fucking bioorganic weapon.
I mean, it's not entirely unlikely for natural rotary systems to form on organic life, but they usually don't have the kind of revolution speed they would need in order to succeed in a tearing motion, you know?
Well, it takes a lot of energy to cause a tearing motion on a chain.
I think he's down.
Thank you.
And now the sign decides to fall.
Even though nothing of consequence happened that would have prompted that, we're just watching a Ruth Goldberg machine of path creation.
The sign falling over exploded the bus, and the explosion from the bus tilted the bus over to open a door.
And then the script says that I walk down this corridor and I take a right. Oh shit.
That plane cannot be flying over.
They wanted my genuine reaction, god damn it. They didn't tell me that was going to happen. I was scared.
Yes, I'll pick up the explosive rounds, because I don't know when I'm going to need to get the instruction prompt to say this is how you use a bear commander. You just go fuck yourself for a second and switch weapons or whatever. What is this, downtown Blowsville?
Is that?
Uptown Blowsville is actually pretty nice.
Uptown girl.
Hi, Leon.
In uptown world.
Sherry, what are you doing here?
I'm on protective detail.
Yeah. I heard you became an
He's
agent.
so
What?
gorgeous.
I'm tracking the man behind all this. Chief Security Advisor Simmons.
What? There must be some sort of mistake. I report to Simmons.
He's your supervisor?
We're on our way to meet with him right now.
Where is
Oh,
he?
ain't that a coinkydink?
Leon, you sound way more gruff than you're supposed
Dude,
to.
he's pushing 40 right now.
Wasn't he pushing 40 in RE4?
No, he was 30. He was probably about 30 in RE4,
okay.
yeah.
Let me handle this.
Late 20s to 30.
Your orders were to avoid contact with anyone.
Especially him.
He saved my life back in Raccoon City.
Fair enough.
Slow motion dodge sequence!
So this monster that we're about to fight threw the plane's engine at us. Oh, it
Hello
says
there,
the
beauty humans! Remember me? I'm Ostermack!
Guy doesn't know when to quit. Welcome to the club.
Is
And in the next part, we will fight the upgraded Usanok.
that what you call friends? I call them my pureness.